Hello everybody. So today I want to make a quick video. Very different. Have never done this on this channel. But the video is called Thankful for All of You. And I can't believe this is my first video where I don't talk about stocks. So anyways, I'm thankful for all of you. If you don't know, if you're in Europe, right, in the USA, it's Thanksgiving, right? I'm myself French originally. I came here when I was 21, and so this is a tradition that I've adopted, Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, and saying what you're thankful for. And last year, when I made this same video, thankful for a few things. I was talking about the economy last year, and I think 80 people viewed the video or something like that. So the channel has grown quite a bit because today I have no choice but to say I'm thankful for all of you. So the channel right now, YouTube stats, that's 28 days, by the way, not per month. I said per month, but it's per 28 days on YouTube. I had about 75,000 views over 28 days. It's about $8,000 hours of viewing, and we just passed 5,000 subscribers. And so, I am so grateful. I'm grateful for all of you. You're deciding to spend your time watching my PowerPoints and my ramblings about stocks, and this is very impressive, and I'm very humbled. Your time is your most valuable resource, and you decide to spend it with me. And even if you disagree, I'm very thankful. And disagreeing or agreeing on, we don't have to agree on all stocks. Whatever, if you hear what I have to say, I'm just so thankful that you decide to spend this time, and I hope it's enjoyable for you as it is for me, because this is obviously a hobby. This is just me sharing my hobby. It's enjoyable for me to do it, and I hope you enjoy listening. But 75,000 views is insane, and it feels good to not be the only retail investor out there. I see you in the comment section saying, "Oh, I'm in the red. Oh, I made a bunch of money. Oh, this, oh, that." It feels good to not be the only one, right? So it feels great. And by the way, of course, like most people on YouTube, but you know this, every pro YouTuber, when they begin, they're like, "Oh, many of you are still unsubscribed." Well, yeah, it's the nature of YouTube. Me too. I see the data. Most of my viewers are unsubscribed. That's okay. Maybe one day you'll subscribe. That's entirely okay. That's the nature of YouTube. Most viewers of YouTube are unsubscribed. But I'm very grateful for 5,000 of you who have decided to subscribe. That's great. I'm very thankful. I'm so thankful. Okay, here's another thing that has changed that I'm thankful for, but it's a little strange in a way, I guess, because it's just me talking over PowerPoints. I just want to say that's my YouTube channel. I have zero editing. I just put a PowerPoint together, and I use the recording feature, and I record and I post them. That's it. So 6 months ago, channel was small. 6 months ago there was about 1,000 people on the channel, so I could still respond to all of the comments, and I enjoyed it. And I used to do that. It would take me 30-45 minutes. Today I can't. That's the problem. Today I can't respond to all of the comments. I have about, YouTube stats are pretty good, about 50 to 75 comments per day, because one thing you may not know is I publish a new video, right, and there's comments, but you see on the interface I get comments on all of the videos, right? And there's hundreds of videos now, and so each video will get like a comment every month or every 2 weeks. And so in my YouTube interface, I see 50 to 75 comments per day, and I can't get back to you all. And I'm very sorry about that, because I want to, but I can't. It's just too many comments, especially when the comments are like very relevant and very big questions. Right? If it's a major question, answering a comment may take 5 minutes. So I think, by the way, that's why most quote-unquote big YouTubers have Patreons, because if they have Patreons, that's a way for them to have a smaller pool of people with whom they can interact. Because if you just do it on YouTube, I don't know how it is possible to interact with so many comments. And keep in mind, I'm a very tiny YouTuber with 5,000. Imagine a YouTuber that has 30,000. How can you possibly interact with your community if you don't have a Patreon? That kind of narrows it down. It seems very hard to do. So maybe one day, because unfortunately for now, my response to comments is 100% random. Unfortunately, Oftentimes when I click a like on the comment, that means that I agree. Oftentimes, I don't know if that's clear or not. But unfortunately, right now my response to comments is 100% random. When I pick up my phone and look at the YouTube app, and if you've made a comment within the past hour, I'm much more likely to reply, because otherwise I have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll through all of the comments. It's just the way it's organized. So, but anyways, I do read all of the comments. I mean that. I do read all of the comments, and I recognize all of your handles. If you've commented more than once, I recognize your handle. And, I'm grateful. I recognize all of you who have commented since the early days of the channel. Right? And I'm very thankful. There's a few of you, you will recognize yourself, who you've been commenting since the very early days of the channel, since I still had my avatar. So anyways. The avatar, that was another thing that I removed. A lot of people are like, oh, don't remove the avatar. Anyways, no avatar. It's easier for me to make videos without the avatar. Okay, moving on. So the channel is 13 months old. It's obviously a hobby. It's still a hobby. It's a hobby for a foreseeable future, right? My hobby is stocks. I'm just discussing stocks with you. But there's things I want to do. Namely, many of you have asked sharing the spreadsheets. I want to share the spreadsheets, right? Many of you have asked do in-depth video on stock X, Y, and Z. I want to do that. But, doing a deep dive on a stock, that takes much more time than talking about valuations or talking about a small aspect of a stock. Doing something comprehensive takes much more time than doing an update on a stock that was previously covered. So I want to do all of these things, but it requires more time, and sometimes I don't have the time, or if I have to make the time, there's things that I can't do, and I have to justify not being able to do these other things that I have to do in my life, right? And so to justify that, I'll see, maybe one day I'll do a YouTube subscription or a Patreon. I'm not there yet, but maybe one day, and if I do that, maybe I can justify taking off other activities out of my life and spending these hours actually researching stocks, which is a win-win. It's a win-win because it's my hobby anyways. So it is a win-win, but hobby time is not unlimited, unfortunately. I want to say this too. The value of a community. One may think it's cheesy, right? If you've never done YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for 13 months. If you've never done it, it may seem weird to hear so many YouTubers who say, oh, you guys, I love you guys, it's the community, you've really helped in the community. I can speak for that. I have seen the value of the community, and I have a very tiny community, right? All 5,000 of you. For YouTube, it's tiny, right? By any standards, it's huge, but for YouTube, it's tiny. But many of you have already made amazing suggestions. You will recognize yourself again. I've made videos because of your suggestions. I've learned some things about different stocks because of your suggestions. I've even bought one stock particularly comes to mind because of your suggestions. That's the value of a community right there. Because I see interactions between you in the comment section, between you and me, or your comments on my video, and you've made me a better investor. And I hope you've made others in the community better investors. And I know it sounds cheesy to say. I feel like it's a very cheesy thing to say, but it actually gives a lot of value to these ideas of things like Discord channels or Patreons, or having a more curated way to actually guide the discourse of our tiny but growing community. 5,000 subscribers, yes, but 75,000 views over a 28-day period. 28 days, 75,000 views. It is stunning. And if you're a big YouTuber watching this video, you may be like, well, it's nothing. Yeah, well, yeah, it's nothing. If you have 50,000 people, you may laugh at me and tell me it's nothing, but for me, this is just a hobby. This is not a job or anything. So it's tremendous, and I'm very thankful. Right, Thanksgiving is the day to be thankful. So I'm very thankful for all of you. A few questions, and this is something maybe I'll do a more formalized poll. But one thing that crossed my mind is doing lives. Is this something like a live Q&A? Is this something that would interest you, my regular viewers of the channel? Let me know. So I've been thinking about that, doing a live. Sometimes I do videos based on your questions. You may not know it because I don't always say it in the title. But if you've asked this question in the comment section and you see a video loosely related to your question, I probably made the video in response to your comment. So should I have maybe more of a formalized way to answer your questions? I'm thinking mostly like a voting system. There must be a organic way for people to vote on questions, and which video gets the most votes is the one that I would do a video on. Which question gets the most vote would get a video on. That's one of them. Here's another question that has had me wonder since the beginning of the channel, which is, should I edit the videos? I think one of the keys one of the keys for me with this channel staying a hobby is that I can make a PowerPoint really quickly, and I don't have to do any editing. And of course, I record everything all in one shot. So I hate to tell you, but I mean, I could learn it, but I don't know how to use a video editing software. This is literally just, I hit record, I record the video, and I publish it. And so should I edit videos? It's probably a matter of a few hours of learning a recording software. I might have to update my computer. I'm not sure my computer can handle video editing, but would that be something that's interesting to the community, maybe with pictures, maybe all sorts of stuff? And this is where perhaps sometimes I know big YouTubers, they have video editors, people who edit videos full time, and part of the money that they make from subscription goes towards paying for video editors. And because obviously, if you just want to talk about hobbies, you don't want to do that. So anyways, these are just a few questions. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm not gonna make a lot of videos like that where I don't talk about stocks, but that's a rare video like this, and it's a fitting day for that. It's the Thanksgiving video, so I'm thankful for all of you, and all of you, please have a wonderful Thanksgiving, even outside the USA. And I still have friends in France, and I know in France they do these restaurants do Thanksgiving dinners, American themed. I know it's probably the same in Europe, getting pretty popular in Europe to just do these US style things, because Thanksgiving is a great tradition. I think it's a wonderful tradition. It's like having two Christmas, so it's really great. So even if you're outside the USA, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving anyways, and buy some turkey. Well, no investment advice or no food advice, but anyways. This was not investment advice, even though I didn't talk investments. This is just entertainment. Please please subscribe, especially if you're one of the thousands of people who have watched dozens of videos and don't subscribe. Please subscribe, because that way I know. If the videos are liked or not. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, wonderful holiday, and have a great day.